Nigerian. So this is a demo for my final project for Cairo Bootcamp. So this is Obscura. It enables users to do private transactions on StarkNet. Not all the features are complete now. I've not implemented Paymaster. And what Paymaster will be doing, it will be making sure that users don't have to link their address whenever they want to do a withdrawal or a transfer. So a relaying service will be signing the transaction for them. But for now, if you have an external wallet to be paying for gas fee, you can use that as well. But the perfect solution would be to implement a relaying system. So we have a lot of visual elements going on here. We have this animation in the background. If you don't like it, you can turn it off here. If you keep it on, you can change to the next one instantly here. You can pause it to just show this one alone. Then we have the light mode, we have dark mode for other components of the system. So for a new user interacting with the platform, you will have to log in. Let's try to log in. So when you log in, you have to send a message. This signature will generate a private key that you'll be using on the application. This is different from your private key. So what this private key will be doing is that it will help you to decrypt your balance, because this is a shielded pool. So everybody deposits, all the funds are mixed together. So you don't know who owns this or who owns that. But with the guarantees of zero knowledge proof, you can prove that you have actually deposited. And this is also using UTXOs, so you don't need to keep track of contract balance. So when I send money to someone, I'll use their public key on the system. I'll lock the funds using their public key. Yeah, this is just like the UTXO system. So for them to prove that they can spend it, they will use their private key to decrypt the encrypted outputs, and then they can spend it. So we'll do a sign here to generate the Obscura private key. You can see the message here. So this will say we should set up an account, because we've not set up an account yet. So I don't know, this is bad. Let me change it. Then I prefer this. So we can download. You must make sure you download your private key. Just download it. It's just a text file containing the private key. Use your private key. You can copy it as well. So we have it here. So you have to check that you have backed it up. Then we register. Sign this transaction for registration. So the registration is successful here. So we can now interact with the platform. So we have these settings. These settings is where you can see your balance, shielded pool balance, the shielded pool address. So when someone wants to send you money internally, that is through transfer, you have to send them this address. You won't send them your normal wallet address. This will be your normal wallet address, the owner, but this is the shielded pool address. You can copy your private key anytime from here also. You can close this. So let's say we want to deposit some amount of money. So we have like 10 stack here. So we have 31 stack. Let's deposit 10 stack. So the default address, you can actually deposit to another person's address, but the default address will be your wallet address. So let's approve, because this is an ERC20 token. Before we spend it, we have to make sure the user approves it. So let's wait for this to be done. Once it's done, let's initiate fund. So funding 10 stack token to this social address. So this will take long, because it will first have to do some encryption, then generate zero knowledge proof. Can clear this one. So we sign this transaction. You see the gas fee is much, and that's the reason why I don't want us to use agent wallet. Using agent wallet will cost like 15 stack gas fee, or Bravos is better. So we sign this. So we can check the transaction details because the fund is successful. So this is the call data. This is signature. Don't really care much about the call data. It's just a big chunk of data. This is the address I was sending it. And then okay, block does not exist. I think it's still taking some time to load. So this is the block hash. The block has been mined. So we can check the transactions that we can check the events. So these are the events. We first did an approval, we did a transfer, we transferred the ERC20 token to the contract. So we make two commitments. We have this nullifier. What this nullifier does is that the nullifier makes sure that we cannot spend the same output twice. So, and then we did this transfer. So we can come back here. Then let's refresh the balance. So we have the 10 stack token balance on the system. So we can also make internal transfer. We can make withdrawal. Making withdrawal means that we are withdrawing to an external wallet. So let's copy one of the wallets here and make a withdrawal. Let's make a initial balance of this is what? Let's decline it. Initial balance of this is 46 stack. So let's add 5 stack to it. So add 5 stack. So we have all these presets. The maximum you can do is 10,000 stack. You can also do the shielded pool balance. Let's just do 5 now. Let's initiate the withdrawal. So we sign this, and then we see 5 stack token has been withdrawn to this address. Let's check the address 047. Okay, so we can come here to check whether the withdrawal was successful. So the withdrawal is successful from 46 to 51. So we have successfully withdrawn to this. So we have all this event because the output has been spent. We have all this coming just like when we did fund. So let's come back here, sign. So let's check the shielded pool balance here. So the shielded pool balance is now 5 stack token. You can also do internal withdrawal, internal transfer, but the internal transfer, it has to be with the user that has registered on the system, and then you'll be using their shielded pool address. So let's demonstrate this also. At this account, this has been registered already. Let me log in. Bravos. So this has 0.9 stack. Let's copy the shielded pool address. Flipnote is the first account. So we just want to make withdrawal from here. We want to make transfer from here. So we paste the shielded pool address. Then let's initiate the transfer. Let's transfer to Stark token. So we have the transaction, it has been sent. So even with this, we can do some anonymous transaction, private transactions with this, because the sender address is attached. But if we look at it, we see that the recipient is not linked to the address we are withdrawing from. So let's check. We are withdrawing to this address 07692. Now if you look at this, let's look at the events. Looks like we have a transfer event here. If we check this, where is the sender? So we see this is sending to this recipient 0x117. So if we check this, it's not the same as this address. So it will send to an address where an address which is secured by zero knowledge proof. So it will not show the identity or the wallet address of the recipient. So one thing we have to do is we have to make sure that the shielded balance is updated through Stark. Then we have to make sure that the recipient received the original balance was 0.9 Stark. So let's check whether the balance is updated. So we have 2.9 Stark. So the balance is updated. Person successfully received the shielded transfer. So that's that about that. So we can also log out and log in with private key. Let me log in again. We can also log in with the private key. With the private key, we can decrypt balance. We can check our balance. So we can log in with the private key. This is not your wallet private key, remember. This is just the shielded pool private key. Did I copy? No, I didn't copy the shielded pool private. Let me do that again. You can also download this instead of signing up wallet. We just so we can see our balance here, even though we use private key to sign in only. So some other parts of the application will be the responsiveness, the UI responsiveness. You can put this in mobile and it's displaying the way it should. So this is responsive across multiple screens. We can put this in tablet mode. So while in desktop mode, everything is displaying as it should be. You can change from dark mode to light mode. Have these settings explaining. You can change this. We have this art controls also. So that's it for my final project on Cairo Bootcamp. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.